Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good afternoon and good evening. My name is Susan Churchill. I'm a certified trainer, practice group leader, and very grateful practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong. That was created by Grandmaster Chen Yilin 30 years ago. And so every day I like to bring in an intention. Every time we do our practice, when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, it's good to have intentions. Intention to so that the chi, your life force, can say, "Oh, she wants to have a peaceful night's sleep. She wants to have a day full of energy." So then the universe can help you to manifest it. And for the last few months, we've been bringing in peace in all different forms. So today I'm bringing in peacekeeping. So I'm not sure how that will happen with our practice, how we're going to use it. I'm not sure how you're going to use it for your day, but let's bring in peaceful keeping today. Hi, Maria. How are you? All right. So we want to start our practice, as always, activating our chi. So waking it up, getting it moving. Start with your feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit. Let your elbows come away from your body. Separate your fingers. Feel your body nice and tall and strong and straight. Let a little bit of joy escape and bubble up from your heart. Hi, June. And bring a smile to your face. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth if it's not doing that already. Tuck your chin in just a teeny bit, which will allow the neck to align with the rest of the spine so our chi can flow that much more easily. How are you feeling already? Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hi, Joanne. And as we're breathing, allow your out breath to go as long as it wants to. We're actually helping to detoxify our body. So this is not the point where you want to have your in-breath and out-breath even. You can even do sounds when you breathe out. You can use a chanting sound or just a sigh or a giggle or whatever you'd like. Hi, Martha. And get some vibration going inside when we do kind of a low sound. You can even do a ugh sound. And feel that vibration going all the way up and all the way down and throughout your body. And let's go down to the bottom of the feet and feel the connection to the earth. So whether you are barefooted and standing in the grass, or you're up on the 115th floor in 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 funny platform shoes, you can still connect to the earth. And feel the Mother Earth loving its creation, your body, and feeling peace and groundedness coming up through the bottom of your feet into every tissue, the bones, muscles, blood vessels, everything coming up through your skin, of course, up through your ankles, opening up. If you feel like shaking to let things come up, let's do it. And just feel this healing and loving energy coming up slowly through your body, filling you up, being so grateful to be connected to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth so grateful to be connected to its creation, you, going up through your chest and shoulders, and your shoulders soften down. The elbows stay up, the soften. So they just kind of melt down a little bit, and up through the neck and the jaw. And maybe your jaw was a little tight, so feel that kind of loosen up. And up through your sinuses. Did you have a little headache before this? Let's open that up. Release through the top of your head. And then that awareness is going to continue up. You're seeing or feeling or knowing light is a line or a column, whatever it comes to you, bringing you up higher and higher, and feeling yourself so connected as always to the universe. And you can even see a brilliant sun there in the center of the universe. And you start to feel the beams of love and light coming down on your head and your shoulders and seeping into you, going through your body and back down to the earth. And earth and the heavens are connected through you. And with that joyfulness, you just start bouncing from the knees like you're dancing with the earth, you're dancing with the universe. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Shelby. Good morning. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Allow yourself to let go of everything except this moment. As each moment happens, this moment, and this moment, and this moment, you are one with the earth, you're one with the heavens, you're one with your intentions for today. Let's take our hands up over our head. So we're going to do this and letting our hands flap, and you can have them up as high as you can. Of course, you can do whatever you need to do for today. Okay, so any position for you is perfect. And then if you're new here and you don't realize it, you can do spring force qigong standing or sitting or even lying down. So anything you can't do physically, first of all, just change it to work for you. And secondly, if you can't do it physically at all, use your visualization and use your feeling. Let your heart connect to it as if you are doing that movement like me or better. Good, better, best. So we bounce for 5 minutes every morning with our hands over our head to live to 100, because Master Lin said if we do that, we will live to 100. So that is telling us it's really important to bounce. Really important, because just like we're focusing and bringing up light and down light and intention of opening, the physical movement of bouncing is so powerful to help us to detoxify and to soften. Maybe you woke up and your lower back was a little seized up, maybe, or your shoulder, you slept funny and your arm was asleep, and or something like that. So let's use the bouncing to help us to open all that up, to release it, so you are tip top for whatever you're going to experience today. So while you're bouncing and you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, still allow the tip of the tongue to touch the roof of the mouth, which is a little weird when you're breathing out that way when you first start, but it's very, you'll get used to it very quickly. And it's important, so I'll tell you why. It's important to hold the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hi, Christine. And that is because we have two main energy channels in the body. One's called the front channel, which actually is not right along the front of the body, but it comes inside the body. And then the second one is the back channel, which is along your spine. And when we touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, that connects these two channels together, which is interesting if you're thinking about uh, sleeping, and if you tend to open your mouth when you sleep. um, I'm finding this is just coming to me as we're talking, then your tongue is not going to be touching. So that may affect the overall quality of your sleep. I do not know that. That was just coming to me as a aha thing at the moment. Hi, Susan. Happy weekend. So stay with that connection from heaven to earth and back. Let your hands just flap. You know how much work your hands and fingers and elbows and wrists and arms are going to do for you today? So much. So just love them so much. And give them a massage by letting them flap. And when our elbows are over our shoulders, we're stimulating the heart and the lung systems so we can breathe easier and more effectively. So our heart can move. We want to keep that heart strength going. And I may have gone past our 5 minutes today. Let's take our hands down to our sides and go side to side. And open up. And as you're going, you're bouncing still if you can. I know it was really weird when I started. I couldn't figure out how to bounce and turn. It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. But practice it. See if you can do it. Um, but notice as you're doing this bouncing, and you're being very gentle, and you're turning, just talk to your spine and each of the vertebra and the spaces in between. And just fill it all up with love all around everything. And this is a great time too to visualize or feel yourself growing like the size of your house or even taller, and feel all the space in between all of the vertebrae. See? All of them, or each of them, however you want to say that. And let everybody get back in the perfect position. And your tailbone, let's look at our tailbone while we do this, and let's see it perfectly formed, as if you have the picture in your head of this is exactly what my spine was meant to be and look like, and hey, that's how it feels right now. And see it, let's see our spine actually like a crystal, like it's made of that what's it called, Schwarzkopf crystal. Anyway, they're so beautiful. So some beautiful crystal, and it's all clear and perfectly strong and perfectly formed. And you just feel, and then let's let ourselves see light. Can we do that and let ourselves see light traveling down and up? And maybe it's making beautiful colors And let's just talk to our spine. Apparently we're having a little healing on spine today, bringing that up. Peacekeeping, see, peacekeeping our spine. All the vertebrae talking to each other, each one. And let's feel and appreciate us having the perfect healthy spine and everything coming in. So let's bring in our circulatory system coming through and the nervous system. Okay, so we've got all those nerves, and we're going to let them all be colorful and perfectly formed and exactly where everything's supposed to be. If you had injuries, we're releasing the picture of that. We're just allowing ourselves to have the perfect spine working perfectly, the right pH in the body, the right amount of fluid, the right of this, everything that it's in its perfect or normal or best, or whatever the word is, balance. And then from the spine, just allow that feeling, that that healing to flow through the rest of your body. It goes out through the rest of the skeleton, and then the circulatory system, the nervous system, all the muscles, and continuing. And now all of that is so happy that that information now goes into all of your organs, that everything is fine, everything is perfect, everything is wonderful, everything is new, everything is renewed, and there's no stress, and it's so easy to be happy and healthy today. That was an awesome healing we all just had. How about that? Breathe in and breathe out. So we just did a lot of work there. We'll go through the tapping. I'm going to go past the shoulder shrugs, and we'll just do tapping, cheekbones, eyebrows, up the top of the head. Feel the vibration going through. Feel how the clarity of your body continuing. You're staying with that feeling of healing, clapping the hands, cupping the inside of the left elbow. If you can have your eyes closed, that'll help you to keep the momentum, the connection, underarms, window of the lungs, other side. Leaning forward a little bit, cup your kidneys. Let's cup here longer, bringing more chi into the kidneys. So kidney chi, that helps our legs if we start to get, sometimes when we age, the legs start to get weak. So this is something that you're going to want to implement and remember. Like, let's help my legs stay healthy by cupping my kidneys. And then rub with the backs of your hands and the palms. All right. And then tap your tailbone. So where your tailbone is, or you feel it is, and you can also come up a little higher in that little sacrum area, that bone there that is like fused, the vertebrae that are fused together, which I always thought was a solid, but there's actually movement in there. So allow yourself to realize there is movement there and open that up. And then we'll take our thumbs in and we'll tap the hip point, so behind the bone, so not right on the bone, but back a little bit, and you'll find a little dimple there. And let's stay here for a little bit longer. We're really opening, opening, opening. And we'll come down and let's just cup the sides of the left knee, and then the front and back, and the sides of the right knee, and the front and back. Good. All right, so that's our active exercises. We want to get right in. We already were with our healing we were doing with the bouncing and turning. Really felt a lot of healing there, so I feel we're all in the Shen, but let us have that ceremony. So our feet shoulder hip distance apart, shoulders relaxed, elbows up, stretch the fingers and toes, and release. Feel yourself going between being and not being. Allow yourself. You don't have to wait for me to be in the Shen. You could be in the Shen before we get here. And that's where we're kind of floating almost, right? We're between our solid form and our spiritual self, our light. We're phasing in and out, experiencing both at once and bringing in the healing of the universe. So let's use the password. I'm in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Feel the truth of it. Allow that to be. And we're bringing in peacekeeping as a group, and then put in whatever it is that you have for today. I'm grateful that I connect with my Qi activation students today, and am able to teach the knowledge and wisdom of Spring Force Qigong to help them in their journey. All right, awesome. We did a lot of opening in the spine. So let's go ahead and do more connection. We're going to do connecting heaven and earth. So let's see if we can do maybe 4 minutes. And we have our hands up over our head like we're holding a beach ball. Your knees are bent. Your hips are still, your feet are still about shoulder hip distance apart, but check it out. If it works a little bit for wider to make you feel comfortable, then that's exactly what you do. Breathe in through the nose, and when you breathe in, you're going to allow the knees to bend, and you breathe out, and you come back up. Connecting heaven and earth. And think about your beautiful pancreas, stomach, and spleen, and be grateful that they are perfectly formed, perfectly functioning, so healed, so renewed. In every way, send in beautiful yellow light to open any blockages, and you don't need to know where they are. You just ask. You say, I'm grateful all blockages are opened with yellow healing light to completely heal my stomach system, the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas, and more, to help to release anxiety or overthinking, to bring myself back into balance, to be that peacekeeper. Peace is a peacekeeper. How about that? And just notice the flow of qi up and down your whole body. And you can again see the spine crystally clear. The whole body now is crystally clear and everything is moving as light. And you may have noticed that your breathing changed to in and out through the nose. And it's getting maybe even. But don't try to force anything, all right? Because we have to be where our feet are. We have to be exactly where we are and not trying so hard to move forward. I have found that much in my life that I'm always like leaning out of my body, trying to get to the next step before it's the time to do it. So, what if we're comfortable being who we are, where we are, when we are, as we are? Soften anything that feels tight. Just send your attention gently there with a soften message or open. You can always say open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. How far can you let yourself expand? Can you let yourself just for a moment be one with the universe? And then we'll take our hands out and we'll come down on both sides. Very good. We went pretty long that time. That was great. And then just focus and, kind of scoop it all up. Say, all right, we're scooping up all the chi. Allow yourself to feel it. Bring it in as a ball of light into the lower dantian. And then give it a spin. Let it spin faster and faster. Uh, it's going faster and faster. It gets smaller and brighter, even smaller, even brighter. Be in awe to see all that chi you cultivated, all the colors, all the emotions. Let's bring in the happiness and joy and peace and contentment and gratitude, whether you realize you were cultivating it or not. And then whoosh, turns into a tiny little energy pill. And you tuck it deep behind the navel. I'm going to have a little fun with it. And I'm going to make mine a Hershey Kiss. That's one that's got that the little white line through it. All right, now take your time to open your eyes, to breathe in deep breaths in and out, to rub your hands, and to bring yourself out of the meditation. Now, when we bring ourselves out of the meditation, doesn't mean it's time to tighten everything up like it was before. We can still bring with us that peace and everything in the body, in our physical body, and stay with that and allow it to be. And we can bring the peace of the chi running through us and allow that to be. We're just going to be conscious so we can be here in the planet and on our day and, have a relationship with people and things around us and drive safely. All right? Okay. Giant breath in. 10,000 hands coming out and joining your hands. Breathing in and just allow yourself to let the universe pour the gifts down into your arms. You feel it. You accept it, you close your little bag with your hands, you come and bring it down in. And be so grateful for all these peacekeeping gifts that the universe has just poured into your arms so that you can have them for yourself, your family, the community, and the world. So we say thank you, thank you, most gratefully. And I send you many, many blessings for a beautiful day. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.